this moment. For the longest, Yahweh got powers the strongest. You taught me what right from wrong is. Hold up. The Bible said you would never change, then you never changed. But I'm changing every day, dying every day, repenting every day. Lord, show me the way. Purge sin till I'm clean, white. I've been on go like a green light. Flesh and spirit is a mean fight. This ain't easy as it seems like. Lord, come show me a better way. I've been looking for a better day. 12 gates to the kingdom. That's one hell of a getaway. Lord, I need it, Lord, I need it. Bless my eyes, I wanna see it. Every word, I believe it. I've been needing some redeeming. I've been feeling like I'm dreaming. I've been ultralight beaming. I've been killing every demon. Showing my love to the Lord. Keeping your loss cause I mean it. My God is still undefeated. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. Confessing your name to the foe. Confessing your name to the foe. Four corners of the globe. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it show.
Shades. Let's get into it. Where do I begin? Being in the skin, feeling like tabernacles, it could get intense. Treated like a sin, it could get me lynched. Even as a prince, it could get me pinched. But we don't even flinch, nah, not even an inch. Cause God up in the heavens and a nigga look like him. But they took his image and they put it through the rinse. Made it look like them, made it look like everything I grew up knowing was incorrect. They never said that I was ugly, but it's indirect. I used to get offended looking at my different flesh, but I bask in the sun, now it's limitless. For real, it took a while to get through to me too. Made from the same earth, we get nutrients through. Formed by the fingers of God, as mud in his cuticles too. In every shade is a beautiful view. Shades, here's something you need to know. The skin you in is gold, watch it glow. You a seed in the soil you need to grow. It look just like me, it gets darker, deeper you go. Deeper that you go, deeper that you go. You don't even know. You a seed in the soil you need to grow. It look just like you, it gets darker, deeper you go. Shades, brilliant tone, radiant surface. Encased in worth and englazed in perfect. The facts is deeper than the epidermis, and every layer still confirms a purpose. Shades, the sun in love with the way that you be. Your insecurities be funding these industries. Energy given to altering your imagery, it still be killing me. Never take the word of your enemies over we. Embracing the way you was made, the hell is a flaw. Went from being ashamed to being in awe. All the standards have changed, no longer belong. I wish they make it a law to see what we saw. You for an unskin, it's not a praise. Mixed is not a phrase. Don't forget you a light to the world, a lot of rays. How can you see this wave of truth and be not amazed? Self-love is not a phase. Shade, here's something you need to know. The skin you in is gold, watch it glow. You a seed in the soil you need to grow. It look just like me, it gets darker, deeper you go. Deeper that you go, deeper that you go. You don't even know. You a seed in the soil you need to grow. It look just like you, it gets darker, deeper you go. Shades. look just like me. It gets darker, deeper you go. Deeper that you go. Deeper that you go. You don't even know. You a seed, it's on you, you need to grow. It look just like you. It gets darker, deeper you go. Shades.
I got bad habits, letters to the Corinthians, not to mention my inhibitions, be intimate still, make provisions, I know I need to be disciplined, I pray the Lord don't take my spirit, but replenish and finish the center, I know it's cares tender, but limited, I pray that I'm not bound as nooses that hang, and hope that I am just as loose as my chains, I troop, jumping through hoops, my jukes is insane, yeah, I still trip, miss, I still slip, learning not to be idle, but also practicing stillness, meditate, I regulate, check on my illness, deficit submission, I double back with the kill switch, set it straight, educate back to fulfillment. This is not my rest shit, I'd rather rest in resilience. Faced with opposition, I battle my inner demons and steady ready, cause you know it's only for a season when dealing with these bad habits. I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows, Lord knows I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows. Lord knows I got bad habits. Yeah. I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows. Lord knows I got bad habits. Hey, I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows. Lord knows I got bad.
A supplication made by short steppers, the mind of lower state, so our brain distort messages, braid to swallow up a pride and make more effort, yeah. Or we can talk like brothers and make us both better elevate, not to separate, and I'm making improvements not to seem reprobate, in hopes that my spirit ain't tuned to acclamation, yeah. And I pray, make me strong as a Lacedaemonian on the undercard with 7 spirit pilgrims. To speak of problems, well, I can name a billion, let that marinate. The things I've seen through the systems, day to day, they always find a way to shift the blame. I'd rather better way, captivate, emancipate, and have my conscience in submission. Eliminate thoughts not depraving inhibition. But if you do, that's not reasonable grounds to predicate all these bad habits.
I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows. Lord knows I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows. Lord knows I got bad habits. I got bad habits. Hey, Lord knows, Lord knows. Lord knows I got bad habits. Hey.
What I say when things go wrong, let's communicate. We got problems, just stand by me. And the 12 tribes, that's my family. You're my brother, I got a job. You're my sister, I got a job. You're my brother, I got a job. You're my sister, I got a job.
I got you like that joke that didn't go over my head. For you, I lose my bread. For you, I got mad love. True that. I look in the mirror and I see you back. I can never ever hold a grudge or have hate for you. I ask, like, wow, would you do that? You keep out commandments, I know that's right. Do you do that? Gotta prove you first and I got your back like chiropractic. I don't want no drama, my watches ain't got no time for that. Time for that. If you in sin, then you know I gotta mention it. We don't want no beef, but we got fruits to meet. Repentance is to save your life for a life. Matthew 18. And the strife, and that's precise. Yeah, it's like that. You deal with the same things I deal
say when things go wrong? Let's communicate. We got problems. Just stand by me. In the 12 tribes, that's my family. You're my brother. I got you. You're my sister. I got you. You're my brother. I got you. You're my sister. I got you. Let me start out my lines by saying I apologize. Pushing my pride to the side. Won't let it split us up. We both know two is better than one. It was a slip of the mouth, but not of the heart. A misunderstanding on both parts. We let it tear us apart. Oh, oh, oh. Remember when we used to be tight? I hit your phone even after we had a fight. Even though you were acting like a fool. Won't let my pride get between me and you. You know me better than I know myself. You love for me more than anybody else. And at the end of the day, you know this much is true. Real love's when I admonish you. You say, you what I say. When things go wrong, let's communicate. We got problems. Just stand by me. In the 12 tribes, that's my family. You're my brother. I got you. You're my sister. I got you. You're my brother. I got you. You're my sister. I got you.
This one of tracks.
Take a seat.
I'm sorry.
They were the ones.
Bishop on deck. Hand salute. Salute down. Face Jerusalem. Men of Israel, blow trumpets. Trumpets down.
Holy Father, we giving you a praise and honor, Lord. Lord, you say it's between us and thee, you will be the one to sanctify the nation of Israel. Sanctify now, Lord, to your words. Your word is true. Cleanse us, Lord, from all our wickedness. Have compassion upon each one of us, Lord. And Father, please heal the sick that is among us quickly and speedily. Continue to send your angels to work among us and protect us throughout the way. And also, Father, judge our enemy. They're trying to destroy this mission. In the name of your Son, Jesus the Christ, that's the whole congregation say hallelujah. 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 We also thank you for the food, also for the drink. In Christ we pray, we ask, amen.
Men of Israel, sons of God, patient saints, sons of God, hand salute. Salute down. Face sisters. To the honorable daughters of Sarah, we say shalom.
Shalom, 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 Israel. Brothers and sisters, so those of you who are here, you need pen, paper. Put your phone on mute, please. You need pen, paper, apocrypha. We also want to welcome back Deacon Yausap, Deacon Laba, all praise to the Most High. We got Captain Joel in the house. We haven't seen him in a while. All praise to the Most High, he's back with us. And of course, where's Barnabas at? Where's Barnabas? Barnabas is back also, all praise. He's been in New York for a while. All right, all praise, all praise. Bishop, you ready?
One, two.
Shalom, sisters. How are y'all doing this Sabbath day? All praises, brothers. How are y'all doing? Good, good. All praises, all praises. Well, today we're going to have a little fun today. You know what that means. You know what that means.
Uh-oh. Bring it out.
We getting on the women today. I'm joking. Hey, shalom in the home to brothers and sisters online. Shalom to our friends, our enemies. Oh, and shalom to Mark Heiser. Mark Heiser, who calls himself Vocab Malone.
Hitler.
Heiser. Little German boy.
Shut your white mouth. Oh, that's the sound bite right there, baby. Wow.
So if any of you in here are overly sensitive and you hate the truth about relationships, you can go follow TD Jakes. You can go to the Kemetic community. Wherever you can go there. Yeah. So we're going to open up talking about children. We'll open up talking about children because there was an event that occurred early last week with our brother Kirk Franklin, where he got into a discussion or argument with his son. Let me tell you about people like that. His son's the devil the Bible speaks of. And I don't know if you have this occurred here in Atlanta, but I've seen it. It happened in New York twice. The brother will start an argument with his wife. I'm sitting at camp, and I see the brother, he calls, and he walks way over there. I couldn't really hear what he's saying. But he comes back. When she's arguing with him, she's cursing on him. He goes, Bishop, listen to my wife. Listen to my wife. See how evil my wife is? And I'm like, why didn't you let me hear how the argument started so I know what you said?
Right.
Because I knew he started the whole thing, but he was trying to build a case. And that's what Kirk Franklin's son did. He asked his father for something. His father said no. Because you don't know spoiled, privileged kids. Then when his daddy is mad with him, yelling, I'm going to start recording now. I don't want you to hear how it started, but I want you to hear the middle, how my father's acting like an idiot. Right. That's what the boy did. So let's play this video. That's Kirk Franklin's son on the left. Put on the screen. That's his son right there. That's little Kirk Franklin there. And Ricky Smiley has something to say at the end. I put this on Instagram. Let's just watch it. Watch this.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old.
Wait, pause it. Pause it. He's telling his father, shut the F up. His father that the Lord used to bring him into this world and raised him up, took care, wiped the snot out his nose, cleaned his butt, took care of the boy. Now it's shut the F up. Go back to the beginning again. And play it.
Get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it. He just hung up the phone.
And then when they get mad, they want to record a conversation and put you out there. And to Kirk Franklin's son, how is that working out for you today? Because I don't think nobody's rolling with you to do that to your father who have blessed so many people. And he is a human being. This is just not about Kirk. This is just about the adult and the entitled. Learn how to cut people off. Put all your energy towards that 12-year-old and 15-year-old in your house that's trying to do something. All the energy toward them nephews that don't have a father, or them nieces and nephews that don't have a mother and a father that just appreciate every single little thing that you do for them. Yes. Put all that energy. Stop trying just because they're your biological. You know how many people in the cemetery right now that has been killed by their kids?
Ooh. Come on, dog.
Come on, man.
The two brothers over there in Atlanta. And sat up there and tried to kill their parents where they can get insurance money.
Insurance money.
You got to cut these Negroes off. They don't deserve your love. You have worked hard. You have made sacrifices. They got braces on their mouth and put braces in their mouth where their teeth can be straight and your teeth need.
Pause right there. I had to pause there. I never had braces. I need braces. My kids all got braces on their teeth. I said, I'm going to make sure y'all grow with straight teeth. Your daddy ain't got straight teeth, but y'all going to have straight teeth. Right. Go on, play the video.
All right, you better talk.
You ain't got to tell me. I'll never forget Dr. Floretta Jemison pulled me up, grabbed me by my shirt, told my mama to step out. I had an attitude that day, and that lady pulled me up to her face, to her face, and gritted her teeth at me and said, if you don't get yourself together, I'll punch you in your chest. And your mom, and she said, your mama sitting here need to get her own teeth fixed, and she in here trying to scrap up some money to get you a retainer. You can't even afford braces. She said, come in here with an attitude again. And Mr. Kelly down at Kelly's barbershop, take me to the side of that barbershop, be about to tear me up.
Yes, sir.
Cut them off, parents. Cut them off. Whoever said blood is thicker than water is the biggest lie ever been told. Ooh. It's people that's not related to you.
Wait, pause right there. I like whoever said blood is thicker than water is a damn lie. Because sometimes your family is the devil the Bible speaks of. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know when somebody die in your family? Yep. And then let's say they leave a house or some money or something. You see Satan come out of your family that you thought they loved you. They call you all kind of names, all kind of things. Wicked as hell. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Who's over there? Come on, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Whoever said blood is thicker than water is the biggest lie ever been told. Ooh. It's people that's not related to you will show you more love and respect than your own biological kids. Stop gracing people with your presence and being kind to folks that mistreat you and don't love you and that will get out there and mistreat you. I can write a whole book on stuff like that.
Teach you how to treat you, bro.
And you know what's funny, Rob?
Yes, sir.
The only people that don't speak to you are only people that you have helped.
Yeah.
People that you ain't did nothing for.
Yeah.
Love you to death. You ain't bought them nothing. You ain't sent them nothing or whatever. And then people that you have made personal sacrifices for stood on stage and did 3 shows in a comedy club. And you done did radio that morning and you got 3 shows at the Improv or whatever to pay tuition only to get disrespected and call all kind of FNs.
Wow.
Come on, dog.
I understand,
You
Kurt
just
Franklin.
trying. As a parent, you just trying. You trying. And that's what they don't understand. You did your best. You're doing your best. And that's all you can do, and that's all you owe them.
That's it.
Right, good.
Yeah, this comment is good right here. It said, what our people do is they ask to borrow. They're kind to you when they need you. Our family's kind when they need you. They ask to borrow and cuss you tomorrow. When you need that thing back,
right.
Oh, now you a damn nigga. Now you this, you that.
Exactly.
That's all people right there.
Yep, that's them. That's them. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, one of the other things that that struck me about what we're looking at, where the brother made the point that those that are around, like people in the family, the people that you know, they would be the first to disrespect you, because it goes back to a rule that we pretty much all know: familiarity breeds contempt. Okay, the child knowing that the close, they know the father, they know the people in the house and all that, but you don't know that nut down the street with a bazooka. You don't know him, so you ain't gonna deal with him crazily. But somebody that's close to you, you figure that you know their weaknesses, you know their strengths, you know their secrets, and this and that and the other, and you begin to try to get over on them. And that's what a lot of kids do to their parents. And the parents put bracelets, put them through school, put them through all kind of stuff. Then you're going to turn around and disrespect them. I tell you, I hate that spirit.
Hey, Christ said your family ain't ish. Give me that Matthew 10. Christ said your family ain't ish. Matthew 10:36. Now, we ain't saying to go on and cut your family up, because some of y'all might have decent kinfolk. But we're talking about them evil ones. That's what we're talking about. Them disrespectful ones. Read that, Matthew 10:36.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
So Christ is telling us your enemy is going to be they of your own house. Why? Because some of your people ain't going to believe this truth. A lot of you, can you pray for my grandmama that she... Listen, if I'll pray for your grandmother ain't going to do nothing if your grandmother is rebellious. Right. And guess who always writes these emails and letters? It ain't the brothers. Yeah, it's always the women. Yeah. Can you pray for my big mouth grandma that eat pork every day, worship white Jesus? Can you ask God to change your heart? The Lord ain't forcing nobody to serve him. You showed your grandmama scripture. She said, the hell with black Jesus. She ain't believe it. That's it. She done. Goodbye. Read on.
Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
So if you exalt your parents more than the Lord, you ain't worthy of the Lord. Come on.
And he that loveth son or daughter.
You see that part? He that loveth son or, because some of y'all put your children on a pedestal. Your children could do no wrong. That's why another scripture said, don't cocker your children. Right. That's what I was thinking of earlier. Right. Remember a little girl here that went to whoop the other little child behind in the bathroom? Yep. And he go to mama, I don't know where she got that from. Maybe she said something. No. That's a learned behavior right there from home. Okay, the hell is that? Read it again.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Here go another one. Bishop, I got to stand up and say something. What is it, sister? My daughter got kidnapped. Your daughter got kidnapped? Yeah, my daughter got kidnapped. You know who you are. I said, what happened? Some of y'all know the story. What happened? She said, you're coming from school and somebody threw a black bag over her head and threw it in the back of the car. I said, I saw it on a Liam Neeson movie called Taken. Right. This don't even sound believable. Yeah. No, she got kidnapped. Oh, man. Why would someone kidnap your daughter? Don't sound right. Some of you deacons was believing her. I said, don't believe that. It ain't believable. It ain't believable. It don't make no damn sense.
Lord have mercy.
Bishop, be mindful.
So we said, your daughter, I said, where the police report? I didn't get it. Well, you bring the damn police report back.
We still waiting on it.
Yeah. We still wait to this day. 2 years later, we still waiting on that damn police report.
But we did have a report the next week while their daughter was doing her thing in the camera.
Right. The next week, the school going to bring the mama down and show a video. Right. You see on the video, you see the daughter go in the room. Nobody's in the room, but the daughter going. And the little boy, a few boys are in line. And each boy that walked out the room was wiping. No, he wasn't. She was wiping. When she came out, she was wiping her mouth. So what the hell is this? They was zipping up. That's what they was doing. My daughter's so holy and righteous. Here got the other one. Here the other one. Can me and my son stay over at your house? Sure. My son's a good boy. He loved God. The host of the house say, listen, y'all got to get out. Why? Because your son brought a nigger to the house. And I heard ooh, ah, oochie, ah in the back room back there. You got to get out. But I love Jesus. Read on. And that's these women be glorifying these damn kids that ain't no damn good. Read on.
Matthew 10, verse 38 now. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
All right, give me Sirach 3:1. Ooch, ah, ach, ah. The hell is this?
The book of Sirach, chapter.
Hear all kind of noises in the back. Come out the room sweating. What the hell? And it didn't smell like doo-doo. The hell is going on here? You got to go. No. Take you and your son, get your bags, y'all got to go. You don't have the love of Jesus. Oh, I got the love of Jesus. Get out is Jesus, is Christ-like. Right. Get out. There you go.
Sirach chapter 3, verse 1. Hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. Mm-hmm. For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children.
The Lord hath given the father honor over the. See there, sisters? That's the importance of a father. The Lord, hey brothers, can we all say this together in unison? For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children. See there, sister, you single sisters? Where your baby daddy? Oh, he wasn't no damn good. Oh, he wasn't no damn good, but he was good enough to put his pecker in you and give you a baby. This don't make no sense. He was no damn good, but you spread your legs for him, and now you don't want the father to have honor over the children. Get mad now. Read it again. They sitting here mad now. Some of them steaming. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 3, verse 2. For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children, and hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons.
Come on.
Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sin.
Do y'all see this? And some of you women, y'all be teaching these kids evil against daddy.
Yes, sir.
Your father no damn good. And it'll be, and what I'm talking about, so there's no misunderstanding. I'm not talking about crackhead baby dad. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about the father, the husband's in the truth. And you in an argument with him, and you're telling your son, your father's a piece of SH. He ain't no damn good. Or here we go. Brothers, y'all can relate to this. Some of y'all. She is a single parent. You decide, you know what? I'm going to marry her and take care of the children. I'm going to take care of them. Father to the fatherless. Then you come home. That little kid don't even greet you at the door.
Right.
He eat the biggest piece of chicken in the house. All kind of disrespect. The hell is this? No respect. You get no respect. And she's teaching them all, man, and not all these women. I'm not talking about all these, but some of them. A lot? You said a lot? He said a lot. Read that again.
Whoso honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins.
So when you honor your father, you make the boys and the children make an atonement. The Lord looks for that thing. To forgive the kids. That's why a lot of kids get put to death. Yeah. Because they've not been taught that. Come on.
And he that honoreth his mother is as one that layeth up treasure.
And the reason I ain't stressing the mother part, because you know, I always love my mama. We got that thing. We know, sister. We love our mama. So we just focusing on daddy right now. Go ahead.
Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children.
See that? If you honor your daddy, you're going to have joy in your own children. But if you disrespect your father, when you have kids, them kids going to disrespect you. That's what the Lord is saying. Now, this is spiritual right now. The natural man and natural woman ain't going to understand this. But the spiritual going to see it.
Right. The brother that like you was giving a scenario earlier, brothers that take on sisters that already have the kids. And then you come home and the child is disrespecting the man. The first person that should intervene in that shouldn't have to be you. The mother should recognize that off the rip.
That's right.
And straighten that bull crap right there at the door. Before you even say anything.
Him downstairs. The hell is this?
Because she's supposed to recognize what you're doing. You coming in, like I said, this step business. You stepping in for a nigga that wouldn't take care of his own. When you're supposed to be getting that honor. You're supposed to be getting that respect. Here's this little upstart gonna turn his or her nose up at you when you coming in.
Yeah.
She need to grab him and her by the ears and twist them. Let me lean back before I go too far with it. But you'll understand what I'm saying. That respect's supposed to be top notch for you. All right, I'm gonna leave it there.
Verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children. And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard.
You see that? If you honor your father, not only will you have joy of your own children, but the Lord will hear your prayer. See, obviously nobody's teaching this. That's why prayers ain't being answered. Because nobody will honor daddy. Nobody give a damn about daddy. Go ahead.
He that honoreth his father shall have a long life.
Uh-oh. Yo, that's some heavy stuff, right? You honor your father, you shall have a long life. Go ahead.
And he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother.
Read on.
He that feareth the Lord will honor his father and will do service unto his parents as to his masters. Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them.
That's what the fifth commandment is going into, about honoring your father and your mother. You're going to get a blessing. He said that is the first commandment with promise. Go ahead.
For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
See, that's what little Kirk Franklin's son did. When you dishonor your father, it says, for the dishonoring of your father is no glory to you. Why? Because you are your father. So if you dishonor and disrespect your own father, that always comes back on you. Read.
There's a lot in that statement. When that man is disrespected in your nation, because somebody might have heard that, Bishop, and took that lightly. Read that statement again. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
Verse 10. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
Glory not when the fathers are being disrespected. Everybody in the nation is supposed to have that in mind, to never disrespect the patriot of the nation. Read it again.
Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
So if there's any time you see the fathers and the men being disrespected in your nation, all of us are supposed to recognize that this right here is a recipe for absolute national destruction. Because what happened when these black men were disrespected? Where they at? In jail, on drugs, destroyed. So now that they're out of the way, where is the stability of the black nation, of the Israelites, of our people? Where are they? Women are half crazy. The majority of them are on meds, need therapy. The children are wild, crazy, all run away, all types of BS. Ran through. That's what's going on. Why? Because the man is out of the picture. It needs to be understood clear, the importance of having that patriot, that man, that father in the nation. Period. That's no small talk there. Read it and give it back to the bishop.
Verse 10. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
You don't suppose to glory. In other words, you supposed to, when you see that happen, you're supposed to shut that down. Go ahead.
For thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
For the dishonor of the fathers, the daddies, the men, is no what?
No glory unto thee.
Meaning destruction to the whole entire nation. Abortions, AIDS, promiscuity, drugs, everything, because the man has been taken out of the picture. That's heavy what we're reading there. All right, Bishop.
Hey, Bishop, can I say something? A lot of time, Bishop, the disrespect is start. You know where disrespect starts? Sisters don't realize that. When the brother marry you with kids, especially with sons, he's correcting in them. The sisters always jump in. You are abusing my children. Okay, sister, how is he abusing him? Oh, well, I don't like the way you talk to him too rough. Sister, shut the hell up. I'm telling you straight. When the man is corrected that boy, you jump in, that's where the disrespect start. He's not going to respect that man. And then, when you and him is arguing, you always bring that boy in the middle of the conversation. Oh, he's too rough with him. Okay, what did he do? Did he beat him? No. Oh, I don't like the way he talked to him. He's always yelling at him. Listen, he's a man. He's a boy. There's a difference between a boy and a girl. Some of these little boys need to get yelled at. You raising a man, you're not raising a no sissies. The man come in the relationship, he tried to help you raise a man, but you want to raise sissies. Then he should not be marry you. Don't marry him. If you want to raise sissy by yourself, raise sissies by yourself. Don't bring a real man, and then when you try to correct the boy, here you are. Oh, no, don't talk to him like that. Shut up. Don't get between a man and his son. Some of you like to jump between a man and his son. Stop it. It's a matter of fact, mind you them business.
Right. And that ain't no abuse either. A lot of people talk about his abusing and being rough with him. The man has a different mentality when it comes.
I don't think women understand the word abuse. Some of them don't. They just use it.
Right. They use it. They don't understand it. Because they'll call disciplining the child, being stern with them, being serious with them, they call that abuse with their simple selves. Not understanding the reason why the man is so hard that way is because he's looking down the road. If I don't deal with this child properly now, it's going to contribute to this crap that I see out here today.
Yeah, man.
And that's the reason why men got to be as hard as they have to be. Women might not understand that. We ain't got time to wait for you to understand.
Hey,
it has to go down because we don't want to. You think you look at this crap that's out here now, Bishop. You think I want to see this another 10, 15 years?
We got 3 cases, y'all saw. 3 cases where the brother married
a sister. Shut the hell up when we're trying to deal with them.
Brother married a sister with kids. They each had a boy or 2. Father comes in, discipline the boy, checks his phone regularly, gives him a curfew and all that. Here come the wife. You're being too rough with my son. You're yelling at him. You're abusing him. They call us. Can you talk to my husband? He's abusive to my son. I don't like this. Sis, mind your business. No, that's my son. All right. So now the father stepped back. Now there's a problem in the school. The police have arrested the boy. Now the wife is calling us. Oh, can you help my son? The police. Sis, your husband tried to prevent that. You interfered. Now the white man got your son. Now your son's about to go to jail because you took his correction and discipline as abuse. Now the white man's going to show you real abuse. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you notice the 80% that lock in jail is the failure of the black woman, because she will remove the black men outside the house. Then now these young men, they're locked in prisons. Why? They don't have the right instructions inside their home. Then the black woman will swear to you she have done a great job. But look at the 80%. These are the file. These are the data. And nobody lied. You understand? You cannot justify yourself. The data is right there. They're showing you failed.
You know what? What GC says, don't realize, Laba?
I see this is a good topic here.
Yes. These young men, they do not afraid of your sisters.
Right.
That's why we try to explain to you. Your son is bigger than you. Yes. He do not afraid of you. He need a man. Some of these young men need a man to punch him in the chest. Pow!
Yes.
Wake up hell out of him.
I got a story. Growing
figuratively, up, right?
Me and my 2 brothers.
I don't mean to abuse them.
No.
But some of them need to get the wind out of them.
And here's the story. This will explain nobody's scared of mama. So me and my brothers both bigger than me. So we do some dumb stuff in the house. My mother come and she get her belt and beating us. So my bigger brother and my younger brother was bigger than me too. Yeah. Anyway, they just stand there, okay, ma, pow, ow. And they mocking her. Yeah, ma, ouch, ouch, ouch. So my mother beat me. I fall on the floor. Ah! Oh, God, Jesus! Ah! I played it up. See, I'm the smart one. So my mama says to my older brother, my other younger brother, you wait till your daddy come home. My father come home 1 o'clock in the morning and gets a baseball bat. Oh, you big and bad against your mama? Boy, he broke bats, all kind of stuff. I'm laying in bed going, that's why you need daddy. Yes, sir. Where we at, Captain Amaziah?
Verse 11.
Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 3, verse 11. For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father, and a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth.
Your children got to be taught to help your father in his age, and not to grieve him as long as he lives. This is a law from God. Go ahead.
It's a shame that you have to be. Well, it's a shame that has to even be written in the Bible. That's common sense. That's common sense among the other nations. Think about that. Other nations do this. Even Moab and the rest of them, the Chinese movies and all that. They honor this. Without the scriptures.
Yep. Read on.
Verse 13. And if his understanding fail,
he might get Alzheimer's, he might get dementia. Go ahead.
Have patience with him.
Have patience with him. Go ahead.
And despise him not when thou art in thy full strength.
Because as the children are growing up, they're getting stronger. It's the parents that's declining in strength and wisdom. Go ahead.
Verse 14. For the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten.
Y'all see that? For the relieving of thy father, the help of your father shall not be forgotten. With God. Go ahead.
And instead of sins, it shall be added to build thee up.
That's right. Read.
In the day of thine affliction.
In the day of the children's affliction.
It shall be remembered.
It shall be remembered. The Lord's going to remember he helped his father and his mother. I'm going to remember this boy and this girl and help him. Go ahead.
Thy sins also shall melt away.
Your sins going to be forgiven. That's what it's saying. Go ahead.
As the ice in the fair warm weather.
Read.
He that forsaketh his father.
But it says he that forsakes his father.
Is as a blasphemer.
Is a blasphemer. Go ahead.
And he that angereth his mother is cursed of God.
And if you anger your mother, you're cursed of God. From there, give me Ephesians 6:1. And these things got to be taught. And in order to teach it, parents, we as parents got to learn this. Because we weren't taught this by our parents.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right.
Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
That's the first commandment with promise. Go ahead.
Verse 3. That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth.
Because that commandment, which is the fifth commandment, it says, honor your father and mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. That is the first commandment where you are given a promise of longer life if you obey it. Go ahead.
And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath.
Now, people be misunderstanding this verse. That don't mean you yelling at the kids, you're provoking them to wrath. No. It's going to explain as we read on. Go ahead.
But bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
Y'all see where it says but? So if it didn't, when it says but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, if you do not bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, which is his commandments, that's how you're bringing wrath on the children. Where it says, and you fathers provoke not your children to wrath. Whose wrath? God's wrath. That's what it's talking about.
You know, it's a good example of that. You know, it's a good example of that. Because that wrath, the Most High uses Esau. I'll just use that as an example. He used Esau to bring on the wrath against the children of disobedience. Yep. Okay, that's the scripture. Okay, now what we're reading here is because the parents is supposed to discipline the children so that they don't mess up and get caught out there by the enemy. For instance, if you do not discipline your children, now they're going to face the stun gun. They're going to face the mace. They're going to face the nightstick. They're going to face the knee on the neck. They're going to face the bullet. jail time. That's what they're going to face.
Yep. Get 1 Samuel chapter 8. We're going to read 1 through 5. Now, what about the parents who have raised their children right? Like the prophet Samuel. You're going to see all kids don't love the Lord. There's another scripture that says, even a child shall be known by his doings. Who know what that is? Find me that. Even a child shall be known by his doings. Find me that. Find me that. You know if your kid loved the Lord or not. Just observe them. From the youth up, you'll know. Listen to the things they say, the things they talk about. Observe how they conduct themselves. You know who's a hoochie mama on the upcoming. You know she's gonna be a hoe. She's gonna be a pole dancer. You know which boy gonna be a thief. Brothers come over and say, hey, actually I got it from my father-in-law. My father-in-law went by his house a while ago. He had money laying on the table. I said, hey. So I took the money. I said, hey, you got this money on the table. He said, put the damn money back. Yeah. I want to see who's a thief in my house. Leave it right there. So I filed that thing. Now, brothers come on, I got money in my, I want to see who's a thief. Which one of my kids is a damn thief and lie about it? I'm going to get you. Read that. You found it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11. Even a child is known by his doings, whether his work be pure and whether it be right.
Right. You see the children that steal in your house. You know your kid's a thief. You know your kid's is a lie. You know which child is a liar. This one lies. This one steals. This one's going to be a hoochie mama. You already know. But when you get in public, you're in denial when others see the same spirit. No, not my kid. And you know damn well your child's a liar or your child's a thief. Something go missing. You should know, look at this child first, because this one right here like to take things that don't belong to him. He's always had that spirit. Now let's look at Samuel's kids in 1 Samuel chapter 8.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 8 and verse 1. And it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel.
Joel, go ahead.
And the name of his second, Abiah. They were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways.
See that? And his sons walked not in his way. They didn't follow Samuel's example of what he taught them. Go ahead.
But turned aside after lucre.
See that? They turned aside after money.
And took bribes.
They took bribes.
And perverted judgment.
And his sons perverted judgment. So that goes to show. Now, Samuel was one of the greatest prophets. But his children was wicked. Go ahead.
Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together. And came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations.
Now I'm going to show you some other kids in 1 Samuel chapter 2. Watch this. Eli's boys. The high priest had sons. 1 Samuel chapter 2, we're going to read verse 12 down.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 12. Now the sons of Eli were sons of Belial.
When it says Belial, that means of the devil. Belial goes into Satan. Go ahead.
They knew not the Lord.
Now, Eli was the high priest. It says, but his sons were the devil. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the priest's custom with the people was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servant came while the flesh was in seething.
Meaning boiling.
With a flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand.
So there was a hook that had 3 hooks of teeth in it. Go ahead, for the meat, to grab the meat. Go ahead.
And he struck it into the pan or kettle or cauldron or pot. All that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took for himself.
See, the priest didn't wait for it. They just took it, these guys. Go ahead.
So they did in Shiloh unto all the Israelites that came thither.
Watch this.
Also, before they burned the fat, the priest's servant came and said to the man that sacrificed, Give flesh to roast for the priest, for he will not sodden flesh of thee, but raw.
He said, they said, we want to take the meat raw. We don't want to wait till it's cooked. Go ahead.
And if any man said unto him, Let them not fail to burn the fat presently. Then
meaning let it finish cooking, then you can take it. Go ahead.
And then take as much as thy soul desireth. Then he would answer him,
Listen to this. Go ahead. Nay.
But thou shalt give it me now. Yeah. And if not, I would take it by force.
Meaning I'm going to whoop your behind. These were the priests. These were the priest's sons. Okay, they had servants, and that's how they instructed them. You threaten them. If they don't give you the meat, you're going to whoop their behind. What verse was that?
That was verse 16.
Go ahead.
Wherefore, the sin of the young men was very great before the Lord, for men abhorred the offering of the Lord.
So you had men that hated offering the sacrifices because of Eli's sons. Jump down to verse 22.
Verse 22. Now Eli was very old, and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel, and how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Stop right there. Stop right there. His sons had sex with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. I just want to pause right there just for a moment. Yes. Now, hey, but watch this. Not only were the sons wicked, but the women assembled themselves. So when they did it once, you would think that the women were to get around and the women stopped showing up. No. They flocked to the door. They want to get some of that meat. We want some of the priest meat. The hell is that? That's what was going on here. Right, not that meat in the pot. Not that meat. You got to think about this thing. And that's lust. That's how some, as wicked as these men are, these women like that, they were co-conspirators with that grimy Negro priest. Some of our sisters, believe it or not. How many times, hey, in New York, here's in New York, sister, this is a good brother, blah, blah, blah. Here comes a sister going to tell us, he's not my type. What do you mean he's not your type? He's too nice. I said, stop. This young man is your age. He got his own place. He got an excellent job. And you're saying that's nice. She said, he's too nice. Damn. Yeah, it happened last week too. I don't know what's wrong with some of the sisters here. He's not my, now let me tell you about, brothers, when y'all be hearing women say, he's not, especially the women with kids. So the one that gave you that baby, was that your type? Right. Yes. How'd that work out for you? How did that work? How did your type work out for you? He abandoned you. He left you with 3 snot-nosed kids and kicked you to the curb. Now she's looking for that type in Israel. I don't know is it me? Is there something going on? There's something wrong. Sister, you need white man therapy. You're insane in the membrane. Something's wrong with you. Your type is garbage. Change your type. You get brothers got their lives right. Oh, I got another story for you. Oklahoma know this story, Oklahoma. Brother gave his wife, this is before the truth. He gave his wife syphilis on at least 4 different occasions. Damn. 4 different occasions. Syphilis. She wake up, I'm itchy down there, and I got bumps down there. And guess what? She went and got her medicine and all fixed up 4 times. Her husband, who she caught it from, decides one day, I want to serve the Most High. He goes to the wife, hey, babe, we're Israelites. We need to keep these commandments. What? Nigga, are you crazy? What is wrong with you? Guess what she does? She leaves him. The hoe stuck around for the syphilis 4 times. But when he picked up the Bible, she left. She said, yeah, it's too much. I can't take it.
So you can burn me 4 times.
What's wrong with you? Who raised you?
But now you done went to that Bible. Now that's the last straw right there. That's the last one. You done went and did it. You done went and grabbed that Bible.
I don't know what's wrong with our sisters. I'm like, whoa. Can't make this stuff up. Where we at, Cap?
We're on verse 23 now.
Go ahead.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 23. And he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all this people.
Because all the people knew how evil his sons was. And they was telling him, your sons is wicked as hell. Go ahead.
Nay, my sons, for it is no good report that I hear. Ye make the Lord's people to transgress.
And you know what's heavy with that? You know the law that if you are found laying with a woman, you got to marry her and you can't put her away. Eli wasn't passing judgment on his sons at all. So Eli was an enabler. He was enabling his sons to do wickedness. And it's not that the people didn't tell him. It says, for I hear of your evil dealings by all this people. So they were coming to him, the high priest, and complaining he was doing nothing. Go ahead.
Verse 25. If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord would slay them.
The Lord's plan was, I'm going to kill these boys. These boys is wicked as hell. Give me that in Deuteronomy 21:18. Wicked kids, wicked sons. You want to disrespect your father and go on YouTube and do it.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
So they was even whooping the boys' butt, but he was still rebellious. Some kids got a hard, rebellious spirit. All the whooping in the world don't help them. Sometimes they just got to go. One sister, her daughter says, I don't want to keep these commandments, Ma. She says, well, I'm going to force you to keep these commandments. The daughter's like 15. And the mother tells us, we said, hey, send her to her father or her grandmother or something. No, I'm going to make sure my daughter keeps these commandments. And we told her in council, you know what I'm talking about. If you force her, she's 15, something negative could come out of this. Remember Christ said, cast not your pearls before swine. Nobody ever thinks that includes their children. The swine could be your child. So the mother kept forcing the daughter to wear the dresses, keep the commandments. The daughter gets Satan gave the daughter a bright idea. Tell the school your mother is abusing you. Remember I told you they like to throw that word around. So now the mama's in court with the daughter, and the daughter's sitting in court in spandex with her father, who hates the commandment, because now she called daddy. Daddy, I don't want to keep these commandments. Mommy's in a cult. Mommy's abusing me. So now the father and the daughter hooked up against the mother, and the mother is in fear of going to prison. You can't make this stuff up. We were telling her, let the child go. They don't want to do this.
No, Bishop. Let the demon go.
Yes, let the demon go. Exactly.
You don't call them child at that point. I know that's like some hard language. How could you not call a baby child? That's a damn demon. Let that demon go.
They ain't cute no more, sis. You know, at 1 or 2, they cute. Maybe 3, they still adorable. You know the age when they're young, oh, come here. But as they get big, you see the demon on them. And you start to, hey, get the hell away from me. Go sit down over there. The cuteness starts to fade away. They don't stay cute forever, sis. I'm looking at some little cute babies, and I just pray. Maybe they'll stay cute all their life. Maybe they won't. See, I'm looking at all the little cute little babies out here. Cute kids. Some going to love the Lord. Some's going to flip you the bird and say, I don't believe in that. It happens.
You wind up in court, Bishop.
Yeah, there's many cases
Your
like
children wind up bringing you to court.
Children will call, what's that called in Atlanta?
Yeah.
ACS.
Right.
We've had 3 different cases out here with that. Let that child go. You're going to go to jail.
One time and it's over. Forever. You never see me again.
Exactly. You got one chance to call the police on me.
That's it.
Never see me again. You are finished.
Even if they don't show up. If I even found out that you called them, you done.
Yeah, man, but you notice that the same sister, she probably have 2 or 3 kids, but she's okay about the one that is evil. She forgot the other 2. Then now these people just came in and take away all of them. Yeah, she didn't give a damn about the 2 of them who was humble, keeping the commandments. She only care about the one that demon that despised the commandment. Now that these damn white people come take all their kids away, then she out here crying. Her simple behind.
Exactly. Where you at, Amaziah?
Verse 19.
Go ahead.
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he die.
That's God's judgment. That's some heavy stuff. What verse was that?
This is verse 21.
Go ahead.
So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear.
And all Israel shall hear and fear.
Bishop, you see that verse?
Judgment.
That's
you see that verse?
Go ahead.
That verse that said, bring him to the elders of the city.
Yeah.
They settled the city, stone him. Today we know we cannot do this. There was a situation here in ATL where the young man was, listen, demon. So when the mother come in, we bring the young man inside a room. We take all the captains, all the officers, and go inside the room with the young man. So we know we cannot stone him. We wish we could. We cannot stone him, but we chew him out. The mother got mad. The mother got mad. Oh, what you guys say to my son? Blah, blah. Listen, we chew his behind out. And yes, the brothers go inside the room with him. We didn't put no hand on him, but we chew him out. He come out crying. Yeah, we chew him out. Because listen, if this law wasn't right now, half of your son would not be here today. Yes, half of them would be gone by now. Go ahead.
Could you look at verse 20 again?
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city.
So after the father and the mother lay hold on him and brought him into the city. Go ahead. It say what?
This our son is stubborn and rebellious.
They're saying this to all of the people in the city about this nooker. Understand what's happening here. Read.
He will not obey our voice.
They're looking at all of the nation of Israel basically and said, this little nook will not do what we're trying to bring him up to do. Watch this. Go ahead.
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
He's disobedient as hell, rebellious. Go ahead.
And all the men of his city.
That's the part I want right there. Why is it that all the men of the city, all the men of the city shall do what?
Shall stone him with stones.
So the point that I want to bring out is that all of the people in the city understood that if this demon is going to act this way, it will bring havoc on the whole nation of Israel. That's the reason why the whole nation of Israel was about killing his ass, because they knew that. They knew he needed it. They said, we don't get rid of this crap right here, we're going to end up, the whole nation going to go to hell. That's the point. That's what I want y'all to see. Everybody in the city said, we have to get rid of this. Read the rest of it, because it said what after that?
That he die.
Go ahead.
So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
That's the point. We have to do this to get rid of the evil that would spread throughout the whole nation. So everybody in the city understood that.
So
I know that's harsh talk.
Right. If you let one child get away with
exactly.
evil, the next child going to get away
that's
with
what they understood that. They said, we leave this nooker here, our whole nation going to go to hell.
Hey, you know an example
that's
of that?
That's what they're saying.
Amazon, you know that's this thing what I'm about to say. You ever see our people here, Benjamin, Jamaicans, they come here and learn all the evil that Judah does. Yes. Then they get deported. And they take that evil back to Jamaica or Haiti and bring up that same evil gang mentality over there.
Yes, absolutely.
But if you took care of the one, like if we just read, that would not have spread and infested the rest of the kids.
Absolutely.
That's the problem we got now. It's like a cancer, right? It spreads.
People understood that.
Right. Now, what about the kingdom? Give me that Zechariah 13:3. I can't wait here, sisters. I can't wait till the Lord come back. Are you sure about that, sister? Are you sure? Let's see the judgment on your children in the coming kingdom.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 3.
Start at 2.
Verse 2. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will cut off the names of the idols out of the land.
That's Christmas, Thanksgiving, even the names that we use today, the English names we got for God, it's all going to be taken out. Go ahead.
And they shall no more be remembered, and also I will cause the prophets and the unclean spirit to pass out of the land.
Read.
And it shall come to pass.
Here it comes.
That when any shall yet prophesy.
Anybody tell a prophecy of some crap they made up. Go ahead.
Then his father and his mother that begat him shall say unto him, Thou shalt not live, for thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begat him shall thrust him through when he prophesied.
Y'all see the judgment? That's going to be the judgment right there. Any child, you know the white man got juvie laws. If you're 13 to 15, and if you commit a murder at 13, it's J.O. something. It's some, the Lord, no. There's one law. That's it. Ain't no age difference or nothing. Your child opened his or her big mouth and made a prophecy, some lie, you parents better put that child to death. Guess what? If the parents say, we're not going to do it, you know them parents going to get put to death. Mommy and daddy got to slay the child. What are we reading? The Bible. You ain't read that in church. Church ain't going to teach this to you. Read it again.
Verse 3, and it shall come to pass that when any yet shall prophesy, then his father and his mother that begat him shall say unto him, thou shalt not live.
You know what that means? Nigga, you're going to die. What did you just say about you on Christmas? What? Go ahead.
For thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begat him shall thrust him through when he prophesied.
Mommy and daddy going to have to kill that child. That's some heavy, cold stuff right there.
They understood the penalty that comes from lies being spoken. That's the reason why they said thou shalt not live, because if you are allowed to live, we're going to suffer the consequences of the lies that you're telling. And we're going to end up right back in America on slave ships again. We're not going to slavery no more. We're going to kill your ass right now. We're not going to have, we're done with this.
Exactly. We're done.
That's the mentality. I'm dramatizing it that way so you can understand where the mind is. They said, we don't want to go through that no more. And you threatening to bring us back to that? You got to die now.
That's right. Hey, give me the next video. Give me the next video about the vindictive. Oh, yeah, right there. Brothers, some of y'all can relate to this. Some of y'all maybe cannot. This video here is about a sister who decided they got divorced, and the wife is the one that instituted the divorce, by the way. She wanted more child support. She thought she deserved $1,600 every 2 weeks. So what she did, she went to court and made a lie on her ex-husband and said he was behind in the child support. He was behind, either she said, because felony child support is either you're 2 years behind or you owe more than $10,000. So he got arrested. Husband got arrested. He got arrested. And it's on his record. And because he got a felony arrest, he lost his job. Now let's watch the video.
So let me get this straight. You lost your previous job because you got arrested for felony non-support.
They did not renew a contract.
And they didn't renew your contract. And then you got another job making less money.
Yes. Oh, pause a second. The ex-wife is in the top left corner. See a little black spot over there? That's the wife. It's just a bad video. But that's her, top left corner. The black ashy spot. Yeah, right there. That's her. Right there. Go ahead.
This is private, basically.
So you want a support modification because...
Yes.
Wait, stop. So in case you can't, he wants a support modification. He's saying he cannot afford whatever they told him he had to pay. He said he can't afford that no more because he lost the job. So he wanted modified. Right. Go ahead.
Change in income as the result of you not following your court order to begin with.
Well, with Charlotte Mecklenburg, I was not getting paid until like the last month.
Go back so we can see the words. Go back. I want to see those words. Go ahead.
Your court order to begin with.
Well, with Charlotte Mecklenburg, I was not getting paid.
My former employee at public schools did not process my paperwork for my North Carolina license. What's the next word? I paid until April 2007. Go ahead.
Until like the last month of my other pay that I was not getting because they was waiting for paperwork from me.
Stop. Read that, Amaziah.
The father just arrived in court after traveling 14 hours by car and with a torn meniscus in his right knee. That is why he slurred. Go up.
Slurred speech.
Slurred speech.
Go ahead.
Michigan, so I can get my licensure.
And that caused you to rack up a $13,000 arrearage?
Well, I've been trying to get the friend of the court for the longest to actually go in and do an audit.
Pause. June 2002, the mother was something, I can't read that. Getting child support payments twice a month by check. Go ahead.
Have you ever filed a motion?
Yes, I have. I mean, I've been called
The Oakland County FOC got involved and created an arrearage over $5,000.
the Simpson bar and asked could I have a
When
audit.
calling somebody and filing a motion with the court saying I dispute my records and I dispute my account and I want the
Now
court
the
to
court referee is reprimanding the father.
order the front of the court to audit my account is different than picking up the phone and calling a worker here and saying, will you audit my account? Have you ever filed a motion with the court?
No, I haven't. I was asking for help, and nobody would be sending the help.
Every time the father would call the office, they treated him with disrespect.
Help me with the front of the court.
Well, we're not here to be your attorney.
I understand that, but if I'm living out of town and I'm trying to use all the resources that I can, and these ask for some help or some guidance.
But what is not coming clear to me is that you say you're asking for help. How long have you been asking for help?
Oh man, for about since 2002.
Okay, so that asking for help, you got to convince me that your change in income was involuntary. And the fact that you got arrested for felony non-support.
Right about now, the father is having a bad day. No one will listen to him because he is being labeled a deadbeat father by the mother and scolded by the judge.
And that's why you lost your job is not an involuntary loss of income. You lost your job because you didn't pay your child support and you racked up enough arrears where they went after you for a felony.
Excuse me, may I say something?
How the wife speak?
Mr. Saunders did receive a couple of unemployment checks too.
See, the wife said he did get a couple of unemployment checks. She want all his money. Go ahead.
Again, it is about the money.
So her objective is to destroy this man.
Yes.
It goes back to what we was reading before. You cannot destroy you cannot destroy the men of your nation and expect to go anywhere. When this man is destroyed, what's going to happen to the child that she's raising? Her stupid, simple, stupid behind. What's going to happen to her and her child when the father's all totally destroyed? When she knows he was trying to do right. I can understand if he's a piece of garbage and all that. But this man said he's trying to reason and trying to get certain things done. She don't want to hear that and trying to go after the other checks that you was just mentioning.
And he was, watch, you find out he was paying.
Wow.
Watch.
But this is this ratchet. There's so much that can go with this here. Man, this is crazy.
Well, he was just saying that he
didn't have a... So I can pay my rent, so I can get medicine, and I gave you $800.
Wait, pause it. She mentioned the $1,600, the wife, just now, and he said he needed money so he could pay his rent and he could afford medicine. That's how low they had reduced this man.
Right. His medicine
for the torn meniscus he had. Go ahead.
$1,600.
Yeah. But I should have sent it to the friend of the court instead of giving it to you.
Well, did you request the felony?
Yes.
Wait, pause it. The judge said, did you request the felony to the wife? She said yes. It was the wife that requested the felony arrest. And y'all know this whole court system, when it comes to child support and all, there's no panel or nobody really watch. The woman could go in and say anything. And 9 times out of 10, they believe her. There's no jury with that. But go ahead, play on.
Now the truth is told. Nobody until 4 months later told the father who requested the arrest.
I don't know what I'm going to be able to do on this. This case got out of control fast.
The referee has solved the problem. The overzealous mother created this fiasco against the father, although the father was in Michigan 2 weeks prior of the arrest for their grandson's funeral. At least the mother could have told the father of her actions.
And there's a lot of stuff going overboard because from what I can tell, what pushed him into arrears was the modification that was not entered until December of 2006.
The court also created an arrearage against the father by holding the paperwork for 10 months, causing the arrearage to escalate, causing the arrearage to escalate. I can't see the background.
Until
escalate to 5 figures.
Escalate to 5 figures.
That's the $5,000. Go ahead.
December of 2006. Throughout the time that this whole case has gone through, I only show almost all his payments were coming through via income withholding. Originally,
the father's child support overpayments should have been retroactive back to October 2002, but that never happened.
And the fact that you really pushed this felony caused him to lose his job. Because that's where the came from was the...
She said the fact that you pushed this, she's talking to the wife, the ex-wife, the fact that you pushed this caused him to lose his job. Go ahead.
Modification. Up to that point, he was pretty much current in his child support.
Thanks a lot for ruining my life at that point.
It was coming
Wait, go back a little bit. I missed what she's saying. Go back. Go ahead.
Modification. Up to that point, he was pretty much current in his child support. And it was coming in through the modification. It was coming in by income withholding, almost like clockwork.
Stop! Do y'all hear the man crying? He's breaking down in court crying because that woman destroyed his life. That black ashy devil right there in the top left corner. Go back a little bit.
No, hold on. Then you notice that what the judge is saying, that he was current. Before she ordered the arrest, that dude was doing good in child support.
Go ahead.
Up to that point, he was pretty much current in his child support. And it was coming in through